in 95. Won a bronze in 2014. Did not play the 5th and 6th place game due to weather. It is their 4th trip to the Nationals. And now we get ready for kickoff here between Ahuntsic and Seneca. Toronto versus Montreal, another game coming through for them. Both teams now congregating in their huddles. Last words of encouragement from either side. Who will come through now on this game here? Ahuntsic now will assume the position. They will go left to right for this first half. Seneca right to left for the second half. And Seneca will get things underway here. We talk about some of the big hitters. Shanice Alfred was phenomenal yesterday for the Sting. And most certainly right now for the Ahuntsic Eagles, they will look to take out the Sting from the tail of the Seneca roster. 90 minutes to go. Here we go. Final piece of the puzzle to be met. And now with it is Rebecca Lee as she'll play it to the far side. Seneca now back on defense. Here come the Ahuntsic Eagles. They can score goals. They scored 26 and 10 this year. And back with it is Ahuntsic. With it is Belanger. She'll play back out to the center back pairing. We talk about Thibault, what she means to this back pairing. She is a phenomenal player for this Eagles roster. Here is Audrey Robert. Back out to Léa Mallet. Had an influential game against Mount St. Vincent yesterday. That is a missed kick by Joseph and given away back over to Seneca. Delorme. Mallet. Switch of play to the far side. It comes. And that takes a ricochet over and played back up ahead. Through ball now for Rebecca Lee. And here is Mallet once more. As we saw in the first semifinal matchup, same DNA unfolding. Just passing within the corridor to pick up the flow of play. That takes a ricochet off the near side. And given away this time. Andrea. Shanice Alfred, that is a bigger part, and will push that ball back ahead to the Ahuntsic. Long ball played down this time by Lamacchia. And that goes right to the keeper. And the first test has yet to be met yet on the opening play. Here comes Even with it. To the left side she comes, and that will go to the far side it goes. And this will be a throw here for the Seneca Sting. And the Ahuntsic fan base out in full force. Delorme. Here's Mallet. Seneca sitting back right now with Alfred at the head of the attacking front. A long ball through and right into the keeper's mitts goes. And this will stop play momentarily here for both sides. As right now the monopoly of possession has been in the Ahuntsic side. Throwing here for the Eagles on their own in the pitch, and they are looking to get the first goal of the day. They had 6 yesterday against Mount St. Vincent, and now it is going to be Shanice Alfred with it as she looks to close down with her teammates. Metcalf Simeona out there as well. Robert. Here's Mallet. Mallet cutting against the grain. Goes right by Lamacchia. Played back out to the circle. Alfred now. Her first real touch as she now will back over into the Champlain, into the Seneca territory, that is. Back over to Laflamme, the captain of this Seneca team, giving away back over to Mélanger. Udenberg wearing the captain's armband now for Seneca. And now to the far side it comes. Robert to Mallet, the final game of the day here in day 2 competition. Mallet, long diagonal, finds it, loose ball, even, twisting to the right, even, it's going for goal, and the save right there, the first real test coming through as Ahuntsic started to probe their way through. And that's kicked away. Now played back out to the near side. Mallet, switch of play. Here's Thibault, wearing the captain's armband. Scored a highlight goal yesterday, a box office finish by her. And Ribeiro back on the possession. Mallet, switch of play. Thibault. And again, you can just see Seneca just sitting back right now, waiting for the mistake. Pania with that recovery. And up ahead, it comes over to Rebecca Lee. To the right wing it goes, and Thibault right there to sweep it away. Goes by Lee, and now back in possession are the Ahuntsic Eagles. Played out to the near side, and here come the Eagles the other way. Mallet with it on the right side. Knocked over the ball momentarily is Delorme, and now Ahuntsic will re-rack this possession again with a 4-5-1 formation here for the Seneca Sting, really trying to take away the perimeter, the speed of the Eagles. And now space for even. She breaks through for one. Great save. And a big rappel by Raven Edwards Dodell. And now back up ahead. Shanice Alford. Back out it goes. And you might wonder if that might come back to haunt Ahuntsic. Not saying the marker early here, and this goes over to the keeper who comes with a massive stop for the Seneca Sting. Lamakia's first touch on this situation. Mallet trying to take her out. Lamakia trying to win that ball back. Around Alfred it goes, and it plays back out to Thibault. Thibault's long ball, and she finds the searching pass up ahead to Mélanger. Mélanger on the right side. Mélanger against Udenberg. Mélanger gets hit. The referee says no. From distance, that would be good in football, but not in soccer. Going through the uprights. And that came off the foot of Chloe Charbonneau. Goal kick here for the Cavaliers, for the Seneca Sting here on the Cavaliers field. Played out to the far side it comes. Given away, and now recovered in time by Metcalf's Simeona. Here's Lee. Metcalf Simeona, and that goes out of play. This will be thrown here for the Ahuntsic Eagles, and it will be Victoria Cote on the throw-in coming up. That's deflected up in the air. Still with it. Here comes Joseph, who had a marvelous game yesterday for the Eagles. Open space now for Mallet. Alfred trying to track back. Mallet through the jungle of legs of the Ahuntsic Eagles, and that ball went too far away from Mélanger, and this will be a throw-in here for the Eagles, or now to the Sting that is. Played back here. Thibault, and right now the monopoly of possession has been all Ahuntsic in the early going. And that's pickpocketed right through. And this goes up ahead, and here come the Sting. This time it's Metcalf Simeona. And now it goes out of play. This will be a throw-in here for the Sting, as they will get a bit of a respite in terms of the pressure that was being thrown at them by the Ahuntsic Eagles. Long ball up ahead. over the corridor, and this will go to the last third, and this will roll out for a goal kick for the Eagles, as they now will get the chance here, and we'll get the introduction of Anne-Sophie Gay, who has had a quiet start to the game as we're through 9 in this first half. 0-0 between Ahuntsic and Seneca. The OCAA runner-up against the RSEQ champion. And back with it is Chloe Charbonneau. Malay with it down to the right side she comes. And will put one over to Belanger. A daisy cutter pass taken away, repelled by the Seneca back line. Alfred all by herself. Now bringing it back up to the near side. Here is Lamacchia with it. Had a marvelous game yesterday. Knocked over by Belanger. And this will be a throw-in for the Sting. And it will be taken by Unenberg of the Sting. Crash of bodies, played forward. Lovely touch by here. Here's Even. She's got Belanger to her right. Even sees it. Now she'll take it. Even now going coast to coast. Even looking for intent. Great pickpocketed by the Sting. And now they're back on transition. And a long ball through. Lamacchia had no energy at all. And that's going to be recovered by Aigles. And now going to play for a throw-in for Malay. Here is Charbonneau. Another giveaway. We're starting to see now Ahuntsic really give away the ball carelessly. And now the Stinger back on the transition, coming down the far side as Cote will put that ball out of play for a throw-in. Coming up for the Seneca Sting. Alfred, that goes right by her. Popped up in the air. Lamacchia close enough for the Sting. Headed back down. Still in play. Alfred looking. Walled off. Belanger back in coverage. Lamacchia twisted and turning. Belanger got her knees taken out by Lamacchia. And this will be a foul going against Lamacchia. And we're starting to see the first warning shots here from either side of how this game might be played out in the early going. Malay on the right side of the formation. Back out, popped up in the air, still in the air, comes tracked down by Unenberg. Joseph can't get to it. And now here come the Eagles, and off the line is their keeper, and Edwards Dodell, and this will go right back to her. Launched up in the air, and not played cleanly by Alfred, played still, to the far side it comes. Off the header it is, and right to Airhiavbere, who had a marvelous game yesterday against VIU. This will go off for a throw-in here for the Sting. Still in possession, turning this way, and that way it is Fameli. And again, the Ahuntsic Eagles really controlling the narrative of the possession in the first 13 minutes of play here from Seaway 3. Malay. Back out to Thibault. And it feels like Seneca is parking the bus right now, not taking or giving too many chances to Ahuntsic or taking too many risks for themselves. Malay. Back out to Charbonneau. Here is Thibault with a diagonal pass over everyone's head and intended for Delorme, who raced off her mark but couldn't get the right positioning of where she wanted to be on the pitch. And that is going to go back into play for Lamakia. And Belanger back in recovery as Malay was moving up forward. And now Belanger will play the false right back as she gets that ball off of her feet. And that play goes for a throw-in again for the Ahuntsic Eagles. It's Cote. Here's Thibault on the right side, now on the left hand. And now Cote will bring it back up to Thibault. That's given away. Seneca now back on the run. They got 3 uniforms up ahead. And the through ball to Alfred was not strong enough. And that will go back in to Airhiavbere once more. Cote will play it back over to Gay. Quarter of an hour through. 0-0 between Ahuntsic and Seneca. Charbonneau to the left side. Nice turn by Belrose. Belrose definitely has the fizz to go through. There she is. Belrose trying to get through not one but 2 white shirts. Belanger feeds one in. Cleared away by Seneca. And given away, here is Alfred. Shanice Alfred all by herself. Malay back on coverage. Lamakia comes back in. Open space to work with. Lamakia stops on a dime. Tries to get around Delorme. And given away, Joseph back on the run. Numbers in favor of Seneca. Joseph doesn't care. She goes right to left. Foul, free kick. And the first card might be issued. It will be indeed. And this will be given to Famelli. A free kick central location for the Ahuntsic Eagles. And Thibault might take it for the Ahuntsic Eagles from the central position right now. Malay out there to the far right, even along with Thibault. But it appears this might be Thibault's spotlight here to take this free kick. A 3-way conspiracy, a congregation of 3 Eagles, which will fly with the soaring opportunity for this kick. Malay flipping over, even. Here is the shot from distance, and that went over the crossbar. Malay was the one, but unfortunately did not get the right dip on that kick. Played upfield. Now with his Seneca and a whistle, and it'll be a foul on Ahuntsic. And this will go back to the team from the OCAA. And this will be given over now to Jordan Burke. Burke this past year, 2 goals, no assists. Started 7 games, played in 10 this year for the Sting. Udenberg. And that might have gone off a hand. It does indeed. As that kick from Airhiavbere hit the Ahuntsic player and even. And this will be a free kick for the Sting. Move forward up ahead. Then played up ahead. Here come Ahuntsic back in possession. Again, they've had the bulk of number of percentages here in this first half as we're through 19 minutes of play. But right now for Seneca, it's still 0-0. Malay. Surveys the options, and she will go with the scenic route back over to Cote. Robert with it. Firing one up ahead. That's just down. Almost a goal right there. And the save came out of nowhere for Edwards. Dowdle, and now back with it is the Ahuntsic Eagles as they have re-racked this possession again and now look to keep this going forward. They're starting to ask questions of the Seneca team. The Sting have been a little bit more passive in terms of their attacking intent. Even knocked over, and Burke is knocked over. This will be a free kick here for the Seneca Sting. And Belanger almost pickpocketed Burke on that one. One too many passes. That goes by Lamacchia. And now stolen, tripped up on her own ball is Charbonneau. And back with it is Alfred. She tried to get to Lamacchia, but Audrey Robert right there for the Eagles. Robert will play it back out to the safety valve. Hey. Taken away this time by Burke. Couldn't get to that was Famelli. Play that to the far side it comes. Launched through Cote's ball. And now Joseph can't win that, as Airhiavbere does for the Sting. And Charbonneau tried to get that through, and now here come the Seneca Sting moving forward. Lamacchia's got speed. Lamacchia's trying to go in a foot race with Malay, and out there, the winner of that race was Robert, as she now will veer back towards the byline of her territory. And a slight tackle by Lamacchia and a foul going against the Seneca Sting. Back over it comes to the Eagles. Malay with it. Trying to work their way through on the near side, so they come. Diagonal pass up for Joseph, the intended target, go over her head. Airhiavbere right there. But Joseph gets it back, and it goes over to the Seneca Sting. Udenberg. Alfred can't get to it. Too much on her, as Robert will look to get back in time and re-rack this possession. Charbonneau. To the far side it comes, as Thibault now playing the left back role, and back over to Victoria Cote, who's now the central position role of the back line. Robert trying to see what the options are, assessed, and now play a short pass through. Woudenberg will push that back up ahead. Cote now back in charge of the ball at the circle, protecting the ball, going to the far side, and here come the Eagles the other way. Diagonal pass through, right by Even. Here's Belanger. She is really good with the ball at her feet. And this will go out and play for a throw-in for the Ahuntsic Eagles. Given away, back out. Here's space to work with. Cote for a goal, and that is going to be wide left. And with that, we're halfway through the first half. 0-0 between Ahuntsic and Seneca from Seaway 3. Day 2, game number 4. We're more than halfway through. We know who is in the gold medal final. It is Champlain Saint-Lambert. They await the winner of Seneca against Ahuntsic. That's pushed forward, given away. Pirouette move by Delorme. Malay forced back, and now it goes over to Robert. Cote once again. On her left, headed back down by Airhiavbere. Delorme with it, given away back over to Famelli. Again, Seneca soaking in the pressure, and no hurry at all. Burke with it. Lee. Taken away once more by the Ahuntsic Eagles. Anytime a player in white has possession, it is snatched away by a player in black. Like that, it goes back over. Here is Alfred, the lone striker up the pitch. And now pushing it back up ahead. That might be too much on that pass, and it goes out of play. That was intended for Metcalf Simeona. And this will be a goal kick here for Gay. Here's Cote. Back out. Robert gliding up ahead. Alfred on her. Robert will poke one up ahead. That's a miss kick by Seneca's back line's own Burke. And a whistle and a foul, and this will be a free kick for the Ahuntsic Eagles. And this is from a very prosperous position now for the Eagles. And who will have the chance to be the potential big hitter on this free kick? And with that, it'll be a three-way congregation. Even, Malay, Thibault. And who will take it? Will it be Malay or will it be Thibault? Thibault, Malay switching places. Malay, Thibault from the left. And that's blocking the low kick. Second attempt, wide left. Too much thinking on that play, perhaps, as Seneca avoids any potential threats coming in. Joseph, to the far it goes. And now played through. Sting now back on the run. Here they come. This is a rare opportunity for them to move forward, and this is taken away as Padilla was knocked over. This will be a free kick here for the Sting. Into the box it comes, headed back down. Even. Chipped up ahead. Udenberg, 50-50. Was it over even? Joseph right there. Nice touch by Joseph, and away she goes, steering herself upfield. To the far side it comes. Played once more, Padilla with it. And she loses it, and back out it comes. Nice turn by Ahuntsic's own Belrose. Belrose knocked over, and it will be a goal kick instead. So no foul against Seneca, as Belrose thought she had the edge on that play. Belanger, that's over her foot. Lamacchia. Turning, back heel pass to Lamacchia coming off from Fameli. Belanger, closed down by Fameli. Belanger still on it, and pushed out by Udenberg. And Belanger will play quickly. Here's Even on the near side third. Trying to work their way through. Belanger into the 18 it comes. Pushed away. Malay. And that is going to be ushered out on the near side. And Lamacchia knocking over Belanger once again. It takes a ricochet back out. Here's Alfred with it on her feet. Back over it comes. And the Sting now back off and running. With it is Rebecca Lee. Over to Padilla. And Joseph will block off Padilla. And go back over to the Ahuntsic Eagles. As we're almost half an hour through, a quarter of an hour left in this first half. A very slow burn of a game. Seneca not really much of a threat. And right now for Ahuntsic, they've been just controlling possession, but not many shots on target. Charbonneau. Through ball deflected by Lamacchia, and that was not an intentional pass. It was a deflection, so play on, as that was nothing of fault. And now, here comes Joseph the other way. Joseph plays it out to the Malay on the right side. Belanger, Malay on the interplay. Malay again. A through ball pushed out by the Seneca back line. And still with it is Delorme. Trying to whisk her way through, and back out to Malay it comes. Malay, eyeballs, far post. Played back down, even can get to it, takes a ricochet, even almost got that by Airhiavbere. And back over it comes to Thibault, who's now starting to take a deeper role of influence than before. Back heel move, cannot find Delorme, and now here come the Eagles. Could this be the moment of glory? Blocked by Airhiavbere. Airhiavbere is a statue out there of silk elegance. And she came up big on that play, and Charbonneau back on possession. Gay with it, 0-0 between Ahuntsic and Seneca. Malay. We're bringing back up pitch. Malay to the near side. Taken away by Lamacchia. Recovered by Belanger. And back out it comes. And here come the Eagles of Ahuntsic once more. Nice turn by Even. Even tripped up. Couldn't get that ball to Delorme. And now Seneca starting to really cast their die into the sea of the water right now. And this will go out for a throw-in for the Sting. As we're through 33 minutes of play in this first half of action. Still 0-0 between Ahuntsic and Seneca. Malay. And that goes right by Belanger. Lamacchia on the recovery. Udenberg with it. Back over it comes to Burke. Udenberg. Nice touch by Seneca. And here they come. Fameli. Lamacchia. Malay. Too strong and too regal on that play. And that will go back over to the Ahuntsic possession of the goal kick coming up. This game brought to you by Sport Canada, the major funding partner of the CCAA and CCAA National Championships, and Huddle, the official CCAA film exchange partner of the CCAA. Alfred. Lee. Lamacchia. Alfred's got a seam. Here's Alfred on the right side, going for goal. It's saved by Gay. And the first real chance for Seneca comes through as Alfred had a low daisy cutter of a shot. And Gay right there to take it away. Here's Malay. Working herself upfield, and now we'll go out of play for throwing here for Seneca. And now a substitution coming up here, and it will be Sidney Street coming in for Simiana off, Street in the game. So now we start to see the first changes for Seneca, and perhaps that might change their game plan as we're inside 10 in this first half. Belanger, Malay with it. Malay being pushed by Alfred, and back out it comes to Perron. Robert, that is. And a crunchy move right there by Charbonneau. And back out to the near side comes to Malay. Malay working herself upfield. Ball in to territory and pushed away by Burke. And out of play for a throw-in for the Eagles. Malay. Belanger. Belanger again. Knocked over. Belanger back with it. Udenberg pushes that back out. Here's Joseph. Charbonneau. Cote. Turned by Belrose. Into the 18 it comes. Pushed away. Back out it goes, and over it is to Alfred, who's all by herself. Shanice Alfred plays it back over, and with it is Rebecca Lee. And tried to get that ball through the street and could not do so. And this will go back out into the second end over here. And another throw in here for the Sting. That's pushed up ahead. Even tried to bamboozle Airhiavbere with the nutmeg, but couldn't do so cleanly. And now back over it is, as it is going out of play. And that was last touch by Thibault by the Sting. It looks like it's last touch by a member of Seneca. This will be a throw for Thibault on the far side. That's played up ahead. That's pushed out once more. Given away. Low pass recovered by Charbonneau. Controlling that midfield area. Malay with it again. And back over to Robert. Here is Cote. Thibault. You have to wonder if this might tire out the Seneca Sting with them always regressing back into a deep shell of a 4-5-1. Robert's long shot. Over the net. As the applause from the Ahuntsic faithful, as somebody had to give, and they almost jigged open that scoreline. Still 0-0. 39th minute of play from Seaway 3. And play back up. Cote with it. Up ahead, here is Even, turning. Joseph can't get to it. Almost pickpocketed Burke. Played back out to Thibault. Belrose. Belrose again. Turn to the left. Belrose is creating space, and right there is the stifling play of Hoyt to get that back up ahead. Malay once more. That's pushed forward. Looped up to the far side, and that will go out of play. Throw in coming up for Seneca in the 40th minute of play. 5 minutes to go left in this first half. And that is forced up by Rebecca Lee. Malay. Turning back. Robert with it. Here is Cote. Again, they've been kept around the perimeter of this formation. And now Belrose can be the one to lock it for goal. And that will roll out of play for a goal kick for the Sting. Even once more, dancing towards her left and taken away rather easily by Hoyt. And this will be a throw-in for the Eagles as we're in the final 5 of this first half. Throwing quickly up ahead. Thibault. will punch one up ahead, keep her off her line, and that's a crash, and that is a foul. And even very lucky that that might have been only just a warning, as she gets a quick word or two from the official about that. And the concern now for Seneca is their keeper being down. And the keeper seems like she was winded momentarily, but she should be okay. And this will be a free kick here with less than 3 to go in this first half. And this will be taken right by Edwards Nodal, and this will be a free kick here. She takes a couple of breathers. Make sure her rib cage is intact. And now we're about to get underway once again. Launch forward. That goes over the head and out of play for another. Throw in here for Thibault and the Ahuntsic Eagles. Played back out. Lee. Melrose. Here is Malay. Ocean's the space to work with. Will she go for goal? Easy save. That ball died out at the height of the kick. Here with about 2.5 left in this first half. Thibault. Perfect control in that one. Right to Pania. Only one shot on target for the Seneca Sting. And this will go to play for a throw-in coming up here for the Sting. Or now, I beg your pardon, this will be for, yes, the Sting indeed. So this will be Seneca possession. Alfred's header goes by the last third. And Charbonneau will keep it alive. Thibault will throw it out of play, and now it will be Seneca throwing again. Headed back forward. Charbonneau once more. That's pushed up ahead, and still again with it. Looped in the air. Headed back down. Here's a space. Here's a chance. And a missed kick. Loose ball. Gay off the line. And got to it in time. And now a long ball to Belanger. She's got acres of space to work with. Belanger. Watched by Lamacchia. Belanger give it back off. Charbonneau's pass. Thibault. Or the Belrose, I beg your pardon, with it. Belrose. That's to the left. Belrose going at it. Belrose trying to split through, can't do so. Taken away by Jordan Burke. Play back out. And here is Robert once more. Audrey Robert. Long shots, and that is airmailed out of play as we're in the final 40 seconds of this first half. Play through, given away. Back over it comes to Robert. Malay to her left. Robert will bring it back up. This could be the last roll of dice here for Ahuntsic. Patience being a virtue. Lovely turn. Going for goal, and a save right there. And so far, these distant shots here for Ahuntsic not working as well as they desired. A minute added to injury time here. And this will be a whistle, and this will be a yellow card, I beg your pardon. wind's very brisky, which is making my voice very dry in this game. Minute left here, and Belrose called for the yellow. And now a free kick coming up for Seneca. Could the Sting get themselves a late goal in this first half? Burke's lunch. Lamacchia almost got a deflection on that, but just mistimed their turn and her direction of shot. And at the end of the first half, 0-0. We're through 45 with 45 to go. Stay tuned here on the 2022 CCAA Women's Nationals presented by Desjardins. Welcome back here to Seaway 3. 0-0 between Ahuntsic and Seneca as we get ready for second half action here. Winner will book their trip to the gold medal game on Saturday afternoon against Champlain Saint-Lambert, who took out Humber in PKs earlier this afternoon. And now it will be Humber who will play in the bronze medal playing game tomorrow. And the loser of this game will join that quartet of Humber, VIU, Red Deer. None of these teams want to be part of that process. And now we'll see what changes they'll do here in the second half for Seneca. They played back in a 4-5-1 formation, took on the pressure, and now we'll see if they open up. It really frustrated the Ahuntsic Eagles, who took a lot of shots from about 30, 40 yards out. And we'll see what Thibault does, the captain of this team. Back out, comes to Belrose. Joseph. Diving, turning, back over it comes to Robert, who now looks for the option to the right of the formation. Play to Malay. Bélanger. Long ball through, header, and this will go out of play for a goal kick for the Seneca Sting. So Seneca will get a goal kick here, trying to work their own magic through as we're about a minute and change through the second half of play. Here's Joseph. Again, she's been controlling the midfield for the Eagles. Back over to Charbonneau, who's dropped back into a much deeper role now, playing almost a center back with Robert. Thibault. And that goes out of play, and this will be a throw in here for the Eagles, as they did take out Shanice Alford from the lineup here, bringing a bit more speed to work with. Alford did get banged up in the first game on Thursday against VIU. Joseph with it. Malay, shot, low, looking, defending. Joseph on it, shot, and it goes right into the stomach of Raven Edwards Nodell, and this will stop play momentarily here. Shots are on target, but nothing gone through yet. We talk about the shots for. They had 274 shots, Seneca, during the regular season. They've been more defensive in this game. And now coming through is Sydney Street. She loses it back over to Belrose, who will play a low pass up ahead. And now we'll go out to play for a throw in here for the Sting. Hoyt. And that goes out of play, intended for Darian Ryan, who had 1 goal, 2 assists, and 9 games started for them for the Sting. And a throw in coming up on the near side. And here is Belrose with it. Joseph. Thibault. Robert. Charbonneau. Cut off this time by Fameli. Here is Thibault once more. Belrose. Slow to get up, knocked over, and this will be a throw in here for the for the Eagles. Joseph, and that she ran on a racetrack, and this will go back over to the Seneca Sting. Launched forward up ahead. Played down low. Here goes Udenberg with it as she's on the far left of the formation. Knocked over by Delorme. This will be a throw in here for the Eagles. They will take it quickly for Belanger, who will play back out to Malay. Malay looking for options to work with. Belanger. That's fired up ahead. Robert. Here is Thibault from the circle. Ryan trying to close down the gap. Read up by the Sting, and here come the Seneca Sting the other way. Ryan couldn't get to that, and this will go over to even over her head. Airhiavbere will push that ball up ahead. And knocked over to Sting. Foul on the play, and this will be a free kick here for Seneca. It will be Burke who will take this free kick for the Sting, wearing the number 9 shirt for Seneca. Pushed up ahead. To the far side it comes. Shot from Lamacchia, and that will go to play. So a little bit more of ingenuity coming in from the Sting. And trying to create something here. And Charbonneau back with it. Belrose. Taken away by Hoyt. Down the right side she goes. Belrose in chase. Hoyt into the box. Deflected. Thibault can't get to it. And played back by Charbonneau. And now it is even. It's starting to open up here for the Ahuntsic Eagles. Back up ahead it comes. Delorme knocked out on a crunching hit coming from Jordan Burke. And that goes out for a Ahuntsic throw-in. Starting to lay an autograph on some of the shins out there. Here is Coralie Misselet in the game. Back over to Robert. Charbonneau. Long ball through. Airhiavbere kicks it back down. Even can't get to it. Played back out and over it comes. Misselet's shot is good from a football standpoint, but not from a soccer view. And this will be a goal kick here for the Seneca Sting. And now we're starting to see this game open up a little bit more than before, with both teams taking chances going end to end. Misselet turning, twisting, back out. And here is Hoyt. Joseph reads that. Joseph breaking some ankles out there as she made Street look like Bambi on ice. And that goes out of play, and this will be a throw in here for Belrose. That's over. Here's Delorme. Could this be it? Save. Chance. Belanger. 1-0. Belanger gets the goal. And a massive opening for Ahuntsic. And Seneca will have to open up their formation here, and they're chasing the game. A super play from a super player and a super goal that could be the difference in why Ahuntsic goes to the national title game against Champlain on Saturday at 4 p.m. And Seneca now has a lot to play for. They're going to have to come out of the 4-5-1 cocoon and take a chance or two. The breakthrough coming in. They unlocked the Seneca back line.
Number 6, Saint-Lambert.
So Belanger, her second of the tournament. She had 4 during the regular season. Simply ruthless when it comes to her feet inside the box. And now Seneca has to chase this game and try and get themselves a tying goal here as we're in the 54th minute moving forward. And Ahuntsic now can breathe a sigh of relief. They can sort of play with the ball here and kind of pass it around a little bit to kind of open up this Seneca line. Charbonneau with it. Thibault. Long ball through. Played back out. Space to work with. Here's Missilette. Charbonneau. Malay. They're sensing goals can be had now. Ahuntsic going for the juggler. And right there, Scott up there was the keeper for Seneca. And they'll push it back up ahead. And it back down. Missilette. And Ahuntsic will re-rack this possession. Back out to Thibault. Thibault, Robert. Now we're starting to see a little bit of a press from Seneca. And giving away. Here comes Seneca. Lamacchia in. Coming through. Could this be their chance? Going from distance. And that was an ambitious kick from Lamacchia. Not much there. As Ryan was in the area along with Sydney Street. And now this will be Gay who will play it down now. And here come the Eagles the other way. Charbonneau. Diagonal pass for Belrose. Chasing that ball through is Hoyt. And now we've got to play for a throw-in for the Seneca Sting. And that goes out of play. And this will be another throw-in again for the Seneca Sting. Over the head it comes. Still in play it goes. Back with it is Seneca. And a block and a half coming in from even. I beg your pardon, Belrose on that. Or Delorme, that is, I beg your pardon, with number 19. And this will be a throw-in again for Seneca as they have been in a one-way traffic jam so far in the second half. Long ball through. This is going to be played back out of play, and this will be a throw-in again for the Seneca Sting. Right now, they need to have a sting in their tail to get back in this game against the Eagles. And that goes off again as Street couldn't get that ball cleanly. Melrose pat. Even. Missilette. Ryan can't get to that. Missilette can't get to that either. And now she does. Charbonneau. Robert. And again, this has been a perplexing idea from Seneca to go with a 4-5-1. Now they're down by one. And they'll have a little bit more than half an hour to get that one to force PKs. Delorme. Belrose. Going far corner, and that is an easy save. Charbonneau right there, taken away from Lamacchia. Charbonneau again, turning. Near side it comes, into Faneuf it is. Thibault, that is. Long ball through. Finds an opening. That goes out of play. And this will be a throw in here for the Ahuntsic Eagles. Coming up as we are approaching half an hour left in this game. Here's Joseph. Malay. Through her legs. Missilette can't get that through. And that is played back out, and this will go out of play. And this will be a throw-in for the Ahuntsic Eagles here with them in control of the narrative in this matchup right now. They have controlled it, and they've owned it. Belrose. Space on her left. Even. Joseph right there. Turning. Out of play. Goes for what should be a corner kick for the Ahuntsic Eagles. Back post. Thibault, and a save at the death right there. As Florence Thibault was robbed, and that might preserve the hope for Seneca to get themselves a tying goal. Thibault had an absolute sitter, went with the groundwork option, and Ryan will be called for the foul on Robert. And Robert is slow to get up, and Joseph looking down to her. And it appears she should be okay, which is good news for the Ahuntsic Eagles. Half an hour to go in this game. These next 15 minutes could be crucial for the Seneca Sting. And they got a big save to keep it at 1-0. Melrose, Joseph, the engine of this midfield line, back out to Charbonneau. Going to the far side, Belanger, the goal scorer, now has it on one hop, watched by Lamacchia. Belanger once again. Play through, loose ball, up in the air, turning, and still with it is Melrose. She will lose it back out to Airhiavbere, and up ahead it comes to Ryan. Racing down the pitch, and Thibault right there, and that goes out of play for a throw-in. It'll be Thibault on the throw-in. Headed back forward this time by Hoyt. And it goes back out for another throw in Belrose. Belrose again. Thibault. Robert. Back up to Malay. Malay pirouettes back over to Robert. Ahuntsic in complete control right now, not feeling any pressure at all. Almost through, and a misjudge, almost a hash of a play from the keeper, Seneca, as Raven Edwards Dowdall almost cost them a second goal with that ball projection, how it went through her legs. Lamacchia. Back out comes. Here's Lamacchia again. Going to her left. Lamacchia. Back out to Ryan. Ryan trying to find an opening. She does. Here come the Seneca Sting, and that ball is taken away. Pania couldn't get that at all, and this will be a throw in here for the Seneca Sting. And that goes over the head of Pania, and this will go on the byline. Saved in, out of play it goes. Charbonneau, Malay. Taken away by Seneca. Pooches one up ahead. Robert right there, and she misjudged that on the one hop. Gay off her line, and she will get it back for the Sting, or for the Ahuntsic Eagles with the Sting looking around for the potential glitch. Thibault's long ball. That goes out to even. Belrose in support, and Belrose goes off of the arm or the chest of Airhiavbere and play quickly up into Joseph. Open space now. Tackle, foul, free kick, central position, substance area, and a chance for the Eagles to really put some more angst into the minds of Seneca with this free kick from about 21 yards out. And now is a three-way conspiracy on who will take it. Even, Delorme, and Thibault. Between the three of them, 8 goals. Will it be Delorme or will it be Thibault? Delorme's eyeing this. She's hungry for it, and she will sky the one over the net. And Seneca avoids any more disaster on that situation for them. Played back down by Belrose. That will go out to play for a throw-in for Seneca. And it will be Burke or Hoyt now taking this for Seneca. Ryan can't get to it. Here's Thibault. Robert. Malay. Goes by 1, can't get by 2. Seneca recovers. Here they come the other way. Ryan, all by herself, looking for support. Goes to Hoyt on the width, and that will go off of the Seneca player in Street instead. So right now, the final third, lacking the finishing product here for Seneca. And this will be a situation where they need to find goals here. They have about 24 minutes and change to find themselves an even goal. Thibault with it. Belrose. Played through Charbonneau. Long up ahead. And that goes out of play for a throw-in again for Belrose. Belrose knocked over by Street. Charbonneau. Joseph. Belanger can't get to it. And now here come the Sting the other way. Ryan, the longest player through, and Robert right there taking it away. And that turn will be saved right over. Here's even Joseph on the right side, and well played. And a well-defended play by Seneca. Another sliding tackle out of play. And this will be a throw-in for the Ahuntsic Eagles here. And a sub coming in for Seneca. And the game will be Metcalf Simeona. And going off will be Darian Ryan. Into the box it goes. Header! Save! Second goal is there. Belrose may have sent Ahuntsic to the gold medal game with Champlain. Two-0 lead. And now this hill has become a mountain to climb. And the smoke of the red coming through. And the question now for Seneca is that could they get themselves 2 more goals? Belrose with an absolute doorstep sitter on that as she finished it off. And the smoke making an appearance here for the Ahuntsic. And now here come the Eagles the other way. Seneca coming through, and with it now is Burke. Played back down low. Rebecca Lee sliding Gets it back, knocked over. Delorme in a 50-50. Lee wins it back over to her team. And for those seeing a mist right now, it is the red smoke of Ahuntsic. Back out it goes, knocked over. Thibault, foul, whistle, and this will be a free kick coming up here for the Seneca Sting. So this might be the chance to get back in this game. And this free kick now taken by Famali. And now can they get themselves a goal to half this deficit? Famali all by herself, two-person wall for the Ahuntsic Eagles. Could this be the moment here for Famali? Looking for options to work with. Deflected, loose ball. Famali in the box. Going in, header, and that will go far post wide. And that will be a goal kick here. And now another sub for the Eagles as they'll bring in Oceane Roussy for Alexis Belrose. So Belrose may have run her race, knowing that they have a bigger fish to catch on Saturday at 4 p.m. against their RSEQ rivals, Champlain Saint-Lambert. $20 to go in this game. A 2-goal cushion, a gloss added to this lead. And now Seneca has to play it all. Here's a shot, and that is saved right at the lip of the line by Gay. And right now Seneca has to figure out something. They've had no end product, no cutting edge, no dynamism to work with. And they have to get themselves 2 goals in the final 18 of this matchup. Miklat turning, even, looking, passing. Here's a chance for Delorme. Tripped, play on. Charbonneau. Belanger. Using her speed, and that will be poked out for a corner kick for the Ahuntsic Eagles. And again, they are in no hurry at all. Know that they have a 2-goal lead in their pocket. Delorme will take it. And with 18 left in this game, not much to be said for Ahuntsic. This has been a game where they controlled the possession, were frustrated in the first half, and got themselves 2 goals in the second half. Header does not get cleaned out properly. Over to Even, and here is Malay. Delorme's cross taken away. Back up ahead. Miklat can't get to that. And here is Thibault's shot and the save right there. Shoot on site policy for Ahuntsic. It's worked twice in the second half. And all signs are pointing to an all RSEQ final on Saturday afternoon. Delorme's pass, and that'll go right by and cleared away by Airhiavbere. A frustrating day at the office for the Sting. And they got 17 minutes left to figure out something here in this second half. Belanger. Malay. Headed forward, back it comes. Malay once more. Belanger with it. Belanger trying to tap dance her way on the far side. That is poked away. Still with it. And now veered up ahead. Charbonneau right there. And Ahuntsic will just simply make the Sting chase them for the possession and have them create lactic acid in their legs and try to win this ball game. Roussy. Malay. Joseph with it. Thibault on the near side. Joseph got stolen. Here's the ball coming through and taken away by Robert as Street, and a foul by Lamacchia, and frustration starting to build up here for the team in white. And a yellow for Lamacchia. She did have some warnings before. And now with a quarter of an hour left. Robert with the launch. Delorme looking for options, and she finds it out to Joseph. Delorme, space to work with. Roussy's pass. Even. Back heel move. Even. Dancing. TK coming up. She bamboozled and put a couple of the Seneca Sting players on ice with a couple of moves that made them look like Bambi on ice. And Airhiavbere given a yellow, and not happy about this. And with a quarter of an hour left, this PK could put Seneca to the sword and condemn them to the bronze medal playing game tomorrow afternoon.
Courtney Airhiavbere, 76 minutes of play, yellow card to the Sting. Penalty kick for Ahuntsic.
And who will take the PK for the Eagles? Charbonneau will be the one who will take the PK for the Eagles. 3 goals during the regular season in 10 games. To put away Seneca. Gold medal destination confirmed. Seneca down 3-0. Ahuntsic will have a date with Champlain in the gold medal game. And for Seneca, they are likely headed towards the bronze medal playing game. And now we have the black smoke coming out here for the Ahuntsic Eagles. And for those who see a dark mist now into the camera, it is, which is definitely more prevalent than before. Charbonneau with the goal, and Ahuntsic, Champlain. In all Quebec final, get ready, Saturday afternoon, 4 p.m. And for Seneca, they will be in play for the bronze medal, as they will have an opportunity to play Red Deer tomorrow. And Humber will be playing VIU tomorrow afternoon. As the smoke clears up in front of us, a clear sign now that Ahuntsic is on their way to winning this game by at least 3-0. Street. Lamacchia. Back out it comes over to Famali. And right to Gay's gloves. And the worst possible possible feeling here for the Sting is that now they have to play tomorrow and perhaps on Saturday for the bronze medal. And that is launched away back out into the midfield stripe territory once more. Airhiavbere. Miquelette. Here's Joseph trailing against Hoyt, and that's a clash of bodies right there. Thibault right there, and trying to get that around. Pania can't get through so. Excuse me. Played back out. Over Airhiavbere, took a risk, and now even has it. They have numbers 4-on-3 for Champlain. Belanger sees it, looking, taking a couple of steps forward. Belanger now in a 1v1 against Udenberg. Belanger into the box. Belanger into the final third, back into the box. Here's Even, looking, one touch, pivoting, dancing to the right, going for goal, deflected away, pushed away by Seneca, and a whistle, and there's a clash and a knock on the keeper with 10 to go in this game. And now the concern for Seneca is a goalkeeper. This game brought to you by Johnston's, the official provider for the CCAA, ring provider of the CCAA, and presenting sponsor of the CCAA Coach Player in the Year Awards. And Veribin Medical Supply, the official medical supply partner of the CCAA National Championships. And Sport Canada, the major funding partner of the CCAA and the National Championships. And Canada Soccer, the national sport organization partner of the CCAA. And don't forget, this 2022 CCAA National Championship presented by Desjardins will conclude on Saturday. Tomorrow we have 3 games. We'll have the 7th, 8th place game, which will be Mount St. Vincent against St. Boniface. And then in the 3rd place bronze medal round of matchups, Humber Seneca will duel with VIU and Red Deer. And then on Saturday, which will be the final day of competition, we will have the 5th place game, the bronze medal game to be determined, and now the gold medal game, which is now a strong likelihood that it will be an all-Quebec final, Ahuntsic against Champlain from Seaway 3. So many compelling storylines that will play in this matchup here. Ahuntsic's only blemish on their record was a tie here at Seaway back in October. And now they get a chance to maybe redeem themselves. Champlain looking for their 2nd national title in 4 years. They've done it all. They've won a bronze, they've won a silver, they won a national title, but they would love to win one here on their home turf. So tomorrow, 3 games, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then on Saturday, it will be 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 4 o'clock to wrap up the 2022 CCAA Nationals presented by Desjardins from Seaway and from Champlain Saint-Lambert. So it appears now that the Sting will make a change at the keeper position, knowing that this game, the white flag has been waved, that they will need their reinforcements for Friday and Saturday if they are to win the bronze medal.
Now in goal, number 0, Christina Diaco.
So Diaco comes in for the Seneca Sting, as she will be out here to finish off this game and perhaps be in play for tomorrow. Ahuntsic and Champlain afforded a day off tomorrow, as they probably will rest up, ice up, heal up, and get ready for the Saturday showdown at 4 p.m. here from Seaway 3. Nicolette. Back out to the far side it comes. Played through, and this will be a long ball out of play. And this will be a throw in here for the Seneca Sting. 6 to go in this game. And for the Ahuntsic Eagles, it has been a demolition in the first 2 games. 6-1 win over Mount St. Vincent. 3-0 win. Convincing win over Seneca. And as for the OCAA, they will be 0-2 in semifinal Thursday and hope to win a bronze of some sort with Humber and Seneca now probably in play. A chance that we can see one, if not both, in the bronze medal Saturday for 3rd place. And the throw-in coming up here for Seneca. So, Vanessa Goulot coming in. Who had 1 goal, started 2 games, played in 7 this year for the Sting. So Goulot in the game. As again, the white flag has been waved by Seneca, knowing that they are in for what could be 2 more games in 2 days, which would be 4 in 4 days. Joseph taken away. Roussy loses that possession. Here is Hoyt. To the end line she goes, out of play it goes. With that, it goes without saying, on the Ahuntsic Champlain final, definitely has a local flavor of appeal. And the weather might be a little bit wet on Saturday, but nonetheless, though, they are expecting a big crowd from both sets of partisans coming out for this matchup. And here is Belanger. Still going, Belanger. Udenberg back. Belanger now in the final third. Udenberg can't get to it, and Belanger gets knocked over. This will be a free kick here for the Eagles. And now another sub, and this time it is going to be Seneca. Mustafa Faj. Mustafa Fai, beg your pardon. So Mustafa Fai bringing into the game. Lee going off. Gianna Mustafa started 2 games, played in 9 this year, 2 goals, 5 assists for the Sting. So the goals for the Seneca Sting now is a target towards bronze. They want to win the OCAA. They came up as runner-ups, losing to Humber College. And the chance to win the Nationals is now all but done. And another sub coming in. This time it is the Ahuntsic Eagles. So Ashley Jacques in the game. And Delorme out here in the final 3 before added time here, which we expect won't be too long, given the scoreline being what it is in this matchup. And that will go to play for throw in here for the Ahuntsic Eagles. And that's taking over a foul right there. And Seneca starting to boil in frustration. Not happy with how this has played out for them today. But they'll see another day tomorrow for the bronze medal semifinal. Those kickoffs are at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock respectively. The 7th versus 8th place game will be a 10 o'clock kickoff between St. Boniface and Mount St. Vincent, and that will end their campaigns for the 2022 Nationals. Charbonneau with a stinger. Cleared away. And this will be back to Joseph on the throw-in coming up. Joseph taking her time now, knowing that this game is all about wrapped up. Looking for offers to work with. And here's Joseph once more. Play through. Roussy, Michelet offside, even is apparently onside. Still going forward. Referee says her flag down. Play on. A minute left before the 90. Heartbreaking loss here for the Seneca Sting. And Russi has it, and they will look to play this to the corner stick, which will not be the case now. And back up ahead it comes. Joseph takes a deflection. Thibault, and now it's a matter of killing off the seconds here in this game. Jacques, 30 seconds away from the 90. Belanger, coasting, and save right there by Diaco. As Christina Diaco getting her first start at the Nationals, or some run time here in the Nationals, I beg your pardon. And for the Ahuntsic Eagles, they are on their way to the gold medal game against Champlain, 4 p.m. kickoff on Saturday afternoon. They offer them in Champlain. Belanger with it. And to the 90 we go. It'll be 4 added minutes. So added time of 4, even. Trying to get their way through, even. Almost had it. And that would have been the cherry on top of this win. Convincing win in the second half. 3 unanswered. No reply from Seneca. Seneca kept the more park the bus mentality with a 4-5-1 formation. And their top hitter in Shanice Alfred was taken off at halftime. She did get banged up against VIU. And you wonder how her health was coming to this game if she had any energy going through. Thibault will be called for the foul. And this will be a free kick here for Seneca. But so La Femme in the game, played in 9 games this year. And a free kick coming up for Seneca. Gay will preserve that clean sheet. With about 2:30 and change left in this game. Evans got space to work with. Russi. And offside it is. Miquelette back up ahead, 4-4. Belanger, she's oozing with confidence here with about less than 2 to go in this injury time situation. Back into the box it comes, played out over, and now into the territory it is for the Sting. Mustafa will get that through. Belanger almost got clattered, and she did. And this will be a free kick here for the Eagles. But right now, it is nothing more than a formality here with about a minute left in this matchup. Stay tuned for the postgame. We'll have the player of the game presentation for either team, both teams that is, and then we will wrap it up here on day 2. We'll be back on day 3 on Friday, 10 p.m. 10 a.m. kickoff, 1 p.m. kickoff, and a 3:30 p.m. kickoff. As we inch ever so close to the conclusion of the 2022 CCAA Women's Nationals presented by Desjardins. Joseph. And that's taken away. Back up ahead it comes. Thibault, clash of heads. And Thibault might have suffered a bang to the head. This is not what they want late in this game here. And this is definitely a head situation, and unintentional that it was for both players. And now the question for them moving forward here, as they'll stop the play right now. Thibault taking a shot to the head, and one of the Seneca players who we've yet to identify from the number perspective also taking a shot to the head. And now this is the biggest concern for the Eagles, is the health of Florence Thibault, who took a shot to the head late in this game here. We were inside 10 seconds, 20 seconds left of injury time. And the primary concern is when it comes to headshots is that play must be stopped automatically. And that is Faith Metcalf-Simeona, who's okay. And now for Florence Thibault, this will be the question for the Ahuntsic Eagles. And she's slow to get up, but she's okay. And now she will be helped off the field. The captain of this back line. And this might be the final roll of the dice here for the Seneca Sting. And that is it. Ahuntsic have booked their ticket to the gold medal game. They have a date with Champlain. And for Seneca, their run comes to an end here for a gold medal. And they will now be in the bronze medal playing game tomorrow afternoon. Stay tuned now for the player of the game here on the 2022 CCAA Women's Nationals. Brought to you by Desjardins. 3 unanswered goals for the Ahuntsic Eagles in the second half, and they didn't look back. They win that game rather convincingly over the Seneca Sting, who now will have to go through the back roads of the tournament here to get themselves a chance to win a bronze medal on Saturday. For the OCAA, they go 0 for 2 against the RSEQ, an All-Quebec final coming up here from Seaway 3 Saturday at 4 p.m. And perhaps we could see an OCAA bronze medal game with Humber and Seneca. But they need to go through Red Deer and VIU tomorrow afternoon for that to happen. And now it is time for the player of the game presentation. And a tough blow for the Seneca Sting. Many thought they would have won the OCAA. Humber took that away from them. And now their chances of a national title is finished. Tough acceptance for these players, these young players. And for the Ahuntsic Eagles, they now have a chance to win a national title.
Ladies and gentlemen, uniform one more time. Play doesn't get pedigree. Make some noise. The men on top will present les joueurs du match. Présenté par Four Imprint. It's now time to present the player of the game. Brought to you by Four Imprint. Pour la présentation, pedigree make some noise and please welcome CCAA board representative Mélanie Germain-Lajoie. La joueuse du match, player of the game for the Seneca Sting. Number 2, Courtney Airhiavbere. Et la joueuse du match, player of the game for Ahuntsic. Number 10, Jeanne Evan.
So there you have it. So Jean Even will join Robert Shaw here for the postgame.
They thought it was like a final game. They were ready for it as if it was the finals. They played hard, they played tough, but they came on top and they're ready for Champlain on Saturday. Et finalement, vous avez une journée de domaine, comme l'accès du Super Bowl de vous. Comment vous et votre équipe vont préparer pour ce match-là samedi? Vous êtes prêts pour la finale contre Champlain, un bataille de Québec.
Je pense qu'on va quand même relaxer. On va essayer de bouger un peu en journée, puis quand même c'est samedi, pas une place,
Parfait, merci beaucoup, Jeanne. Mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, the close of the match.
So there you have it. Day 2 complete. And the piece of the puzzle now being completed. The gold medal game set. Champlain against Ahuntsic, Saturday, 4 p.m. Gold medal to be determined tomorrow with 2 games tomorrow, plus the 7th to 8th place game between Mount St. Vincent against St. Boniface. On behalf of the staff and crew here, Day 2 complete. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for kickoff of Day 3 from Seaway 3. Bye for now.